Game number 4 for this grand finals. Take it away.
Alrighty, it's game 4, and it's do or die time, Black. Abby, you've been calling for the Naga Siren. Not a hero he plays, but the Medusa he does play. He does play the Medusa a little bit. He's played it the last 2 times he's played it in the last 3 months. He won both of those games. One of those was in the DPC against Boom. He also won a game against Galaxy Racer 3 months ago with the hero, so he can play the Medusa even if it's not his go-to.
Sure. It's just not really this mobility kind of carry here that he loves to play so much, but it makes perfect sense in this draft. And I might have to go for Fnatic as well. I really hate this DK persona. It just doesn't look like Dota.
You've swapped over. You've hopped on the Fnatic bandwagon, and
I mean, look at this DK persona. Does it belong in Dota? It looks like a comic character. I don't know.
I think it's fine.
It looks so silly. Look at it.
I think one of the comments I remember reading about like the new heroes and stuff is we need more monster heroes. Like it feels like every kind of new hero is kind of human-like, or
okay, fair enough.
We need just some like the broods, the monsters, you know, the Nixes, the bugs. Like that's what we need, some new heroes with some
like SF.
fear to them. Yeah.
Okay, like I mean, I like that. I think monster heroes are really cool, and some of the monster heroes have the best voices in Dota here. Terrorblade, Outworld Devourer, Shadow Fiend, their voices are amazing, their models are really cool, and then we get a squirrel. Like, really? Why?
Human-like squirrel, kind of.
With 500 times more pixels than water, man.
Oh, hell yes.
Well, here we go, Black. We'll save that conversation for another day, I'm sure. We'll get Ice Frog on the phone.
Yeah, right after the series.
Speed dial, I hear. Yep. And we'll get the next patch rolling. Well, actually, no, we have to wait probably till the next qualifier region set before that patch happens. But here we go. Anything? Puck versus Ember mid. Top lane, we've got Mirana DK versus Abba TB. Any lanes you feel like are going to be more action-packed than others?
Not really, honestly. I don't really see a kill happen anywhere. Maybe bottom? Like, Impale into Blood Riot on the Phoenix? Or Medusa, even. Oh, he's getting very low there. But all the lanes are really just farm-focused. Terrorblade will just farm against the Dragon Knight, because he has the Abaddon shield. He should never die, unless Abaddon pulls and he gets like, caught out of position. Same with mid lane. You just farm there. And bot lane should pretty much be the same thing.
Gabby just with some...
Umi's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Boomy getting caught by the Blood Riot, but yeah, Gabby getting some last hits while both enemies were trying to get those denied, so great start for him. And back at top, Tim's Mirana. It feels like he is one of these players. He's got the DK setup, but we've seen him land these arrows even without the setups. He's in trouble though. Doesn't have the leap, and with the Orb of Venom plus the Metamorphosis, they're going to get first blood. The Caster Curse strikes. I shouldn't have been hyping him up because he gives away an early kill.
That is not what should have happened.
Wanted to contest the pull, and DJ saw the opening. This Orb of Venom as a starting item is causing a lot of problems. Ooh,
yeah.
Arrow top. Doesn't find DJ, finds the creep.
I think it's also the first time that he started with this on his Abaddon. Recognizing that Mirana level 1 is just very weak, and that's the only weak time they can abuse to kill this, and that's the time they found.
Even a DK, not a hero that's going to force you to buy a lot of regen and harass you.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of a lane that takes a few levels and a little bit to come online. But now Leap is in play. DJ continues to go for the right clicks. No points in the Curse of Avernus, which I'm totally okay with. He's just going for this more kind of, utility build.
Yeah. And of course DK is... He's not a weak laner, per se, but he's just not a hero that can pressure you at all, right? And then once you're level 6, you just start a tower pressure. Tim's getting a little bit low, but of course has leaps to work with. Oh, DJ managed to snatch the bounty.
Oh, that's still fine.
Yeah, that
means
means
away from this lane as well.
And that's the power of Terrorblade also. Like, heroes like DK are so good because they can just right-click you, make it last hitting really hard. But because of all these illusions and the damage they deal, it's very easy for them to last hit.
Mid lane, Ember doing well against the puck, just able to tank through the spells with Flame Guard, spamming Sleight of Fist whenever it's up with the Lightstone and an arrow.
It's your kind of arrow.
You know me too well. He refilled the bottle, Black, okay? He did his job, and he was just, he had a free arrow to try and get a kill.
Yeah, it was very close. The Ember literally just walked behind the creep. I was like, yeah.
It's a happy Miranda. You got a range creep out of it,
Yeah,
that creep could have been denied, If he's just looking out for his puck, making sure it doesn't get denied.
I know that feeling. Usually I'm on the other side. I'm on the puck side.
Oh, so you're happy? Yeah, okay.
Of course I'm happy. I'm always happy.
Next time I play a pub game with you, I'll come mid on Miranda and just shoot arrows that may or may not accidentally get your range creep.
As soon as you do that, I'll intentionally aggro the melee creeps in front of it, just to be like, ha.
Oh, the pub players on my team are not skilled enough to do that. Damn it! You found a solution for me.
Oh no! What do we do now? My strat is gone. Metamorphosis pop.
Don't.
Just to farm.
Yep. Just farm. Push out the DK a little bit.
Mirana is still middle, looking for another arrow potentially.
Yeah. I guess feeling like
not on the range creep again, please. Arrow is coming through.
It out. He's looking to place it, but the TP coming in from the
He dodged the
arrow
coil.
hit. The TP. TP got cancelled. Jabs is here though to help bail him out. Armel waiting wrist forward, but yeah, dodged the coil. What a play from Chuan. Now the dive coming in from the Phoenix as he shows up. All the supports converging on this lane. Tims gets away, but the vision is there from the third, and with the shield popping, DJ gets the kill. And now he's looking for an escape, which he may not have. Armel will have another orb in a couple of seconds. It gets dodged by DJ. He'll have to run back to the high ground, which could spell his demise. As Puck finishes him off. Oh, Chuan tipping him with the miscoil. Woo.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's not something you can really counterplay, It's just unfortunate timing, really. Like, he slides of fists while he coils. It's just... It happens. And if he's really bad, but what can you do, man? I feel like the arrow would have missed, though, if you got coiled, right? So, wouldn't have led to a kill.
That's so true. He actually ends up hitting a crazy good arrow after all. But Amel, a bit of fortune going his way, gets the 6-minute power rune up top where he was already headed.
Yeah.
He's tried looking good.
When you slide a fist on top of a rune, you can right-click it and steal it?
Yeah.
Yeah, going for the play there. Just not being able to quite get it. And I'm looking for a rotation here from Amel, for sure. With that Arcane Rune, maybe towards the Bloodseeker. Dusa? Nah, he seems to be more than fine. Jabs is in a little bit of trouble, maybe.
Not making a move right away.
Yeah. Arcane Rune Puck is scary.
Oh, yeah.
He's being top.
I was going to say, the play you mentioned, yeah, he just headed top, and Armel looking to see what he can find up here. DJ, yeah, may just go down if they want to commit a coil here. And we'll do so. They'll just take the free kill. I think once he scouts out DJ, he knows there's no way to get the TP. TP's already deep into the jungle, so he's going to just throw a 50-second cooldown coil because of the Arcane Rune, so why not?
Yeah, and get a lot of tower pressure at top as well. Bottom Medusa again. I mean, he's just too survivable with his mana shield. And that is the problem as Ember Spirit. Like, you can't really ever pressure the tower when the enemy mid laner leaves, so now he's making his way towards the bot lane. But this Medusa is very survivable.
And they're
Puck
losing
has
top
TP
tower.
ready soon. Just no mana. Me.
By the earth spike, in goes Xuan.
Yeah, stick
Amber
though.
has a sleight of fist. Yeah, he's gonna have stick as well as a dive, so he gets back to the safety of his trees, goes for the TP out. Gabby, what's his play? Does he stay down here, or does he feel like it's time to leave?
Might be time to leave, because Ember's coming back momentarily, and they do have a rupture. If Gabby dies here, it's really bad for him.
Yeah, he's gotten maybe a little bit greedy. The Searing Chains of the Blood, right? The TP's coming in. I think they recognize that they cannot let Gabby die.
Yeah.
So,
he has 11 sticks too, so he's very survivable with the mana shield, of course.
Doesn't look like Gabby wants to stay down here. Even, you don't want, I mean, DK, he's already committed the TP, so Gabby may just go back to the jungle now.
Yeah, mid lane, another coil on DJ. This time around he doesn't die. But Yeah, he doesn't like DJ very much, it seems like. Every time he throws a coil out on him. Good arrow, but no conversion.
Yeah, not going to be followed up. He gets the D ward down bottom on that power ward, so that's a nice find for him.
Yep, and TB
Relying
TP'd
that
bottom
vision.
with level 4 meta. Can they kill his Dragonet though? He's pretty tanky.
Yeah, that's, I guess, why they left him down here then. Medusa's like, alright, you're now on tower defense, Yugi. They took top, and usually this is a tower trade, but Bok getting ruptured. Gets hit by the Earth Spike, so he can't get out of the Blood Red Silence. He'll be in some trouble here. The stun's still going. He gets a Dragon Tail up perhaps before he dies. The Sunray Heal coming in, and Death will be in some trouble with the heals. He is still alive. Too much survivability. The Blood Red is not going to be enough, but the Earth Spike will finish off the kill. Death gets a little bit of a heal from that, so that could help him out. He goes for the TP. Orb still on Corp. And now Chuan showing up. Catches out the Phoenix. Jabs has an Earth Spike in a couple of seconds, but he's got to be a little bit careful. The puck is hunting for him. Jabs wants his kill. Doesn't look like he's going to be needed for it. The Ember just gets it on his own. Great play from Chuan on the Ember. Causing all kinds of problems as Armo just looking to clear the creeps to keep this tower alive. Cutting waves, cutting creeps. I like what I'm seeing from his puck, but it's Fnatic who come out on top of this little skirmish.
Yeah, and this little observer ward from the Radiant gave Armel all the information he needed.
Yeah. He's looking to turn around on Jabs. The orb's not going to land as Armel goes in with the coil plus silence and the double Starstorm hit. Find Jabs.
And Phoenix TPing down there to get level 6. There's a tome available, so he should have it whenever he chooses to buy it. And that's a big ultimate. Like Puck Coil plus Phoenix. Or Death, maybe a little bit of a problem.
He didn't have mana for the arrow, so there was no follow-up. He's very tanky with this hood, though. Looks like TNC are just trying to force him off the lane so they can pressure the tower with the Siege Wagon.
Now the arrow on DJ.
Ooh, he's level 5 only. They're going to go for the kill. They follow it up. They do have to worry about this Blood Red turnaround. Bok's Dragonet could be in trouble. He's being ruptured up, so he may pay the price for this aggression. They get some damage on the T1 tower, but trading a core for a support here.
Yeah. The arrow may be a little bit of a bait, where they go in a little deeper than they should. But space for Terrorblade. I mean, what do we even say about this hero anymore? It feels like every game is the same, where he just gets so absurdly rich so fast because of his Conjure images. And then once he hits his timings, it's an unstoppable force.
Well, we'll see if Medusa has anything to say about that. I feel like we were seeing a lot of Medusa for a while. I remember watching the Etsy and China DPC, and you guys were always hyping up how good this hero was with the old Axe build, but what does the current Medusa build look like?
You don't really go for Axe anymore, almost ever, simply because of the new talent timing. So now you just itemize into the right click, you get the 30 attack speed talent, which is really good, you get a free evasion talent, and you just don't have the same team fight prowess anymore than you did previously, because hitting level 15 and the Axe timing was very, very simple and very quick. This time around, you need level 20 to do the same thing, and the timings just don't check out anymore. This is why the hero doesn't get picked as much. He's still very strong though, just have to play it differently.
Down bottom, they're going to invis up, they're looking for initiation. Can they find Raven? They've got the Supernova ready to go.
Bok is almost dead already.
Yeah, Bok, he just gets blown up before he can do anything. Armel winning rips in, but he's going to get the hell out of there. He does drop the Dream Coil. With the Stone Gaze, TNC at least can't get gone for now, but now it's worn off, and Fnatic have taken almost no damage here. They've got to get Armel out of there. He doesn't orb very far. He jaunts, actually gets the Winning Rift down to the low ground. Will manage to get his way out of there. Slider Fist Spam going to do some good damage here, but every ultimate was used except for the Stone Gaze on Gabby.
Yeah, Bok's running in and dying in a second. Way overestimating his strength there. EK is trying to get to a Blink Dagger. I don't know, I'm a little bit scared for this Dragon Knight. I feel like every time he brings in, he's just gonna die. He's not survivable against all this pure damage.
Yeah, well, I guess, I mean, for now it's pre-Blink, but we've seen the firepower coming out from the Fnatic side as Armel wants to Orb his way out of there.
Yeah. He finished his what's it called, Witchblade now, so his damage output is gonna be a little higher. But they're not very farmed on the Fnatic side either. Like this Ember and Bloodseeker, it's not like they're monstrously farmed. They're just as poor as the Dragon Knight. Oh, nice deny. Doesn't seem like much, but it's actually 250 gold for the team. Pretty good.
We are headed towards perhaps more of the style of game, you know, that we've become very familiar with and that we expected from these two teams. The first two games, the TNC ones, were, you know, much quicker, fast-paced, but this feels like we're back to the battle of the late game carries. Dusa versus Terrorblade, both heroes getting free farm, neither team pulling ahead, and probably a lot of battles around this Roshan.
Yeah. This time around, TNC just didn't want to put themselves onto this clock, this so scary clock where you go into late game versus Terrorblade, you just lose. So they picked the Medusa, which naturally will lead to a slower paced game. But yeah, there's nothing scarier than being on a clock on a TI qualifier. It's the worst feeling.
T1 tower, Armel wants it. He's coming in, is it going to get denied as well? Yep, another tower deny.
Jabs TPing in, slow TP though.
Armel was trying to get it from the trees there, but that's now 2 towers denied by Fnatic.
Yeah. Dusa, TB, neck and neck. I mean, everybody is neck and neck. Look at all these rolls. The farm distribution is very even.
Yeah. He's right down to the supports. One of the things I feel like, you know, there is a TB, but it does feel like this Supernova could be at least a little bit of a problem in these team fights.
100%. And the problem is Bloodseeker is not very farmed to a point where if he doesn't get some farm soon or some teamfight success, he might just end up as a support. Which is why we don't see a lot of Bloodseeker. If you don't crush your lane and snowball, you don't do a whole lot. Coil pop.
Lion gets pulled by the coil, and Gabby's there to back it up and secure the kill. Doesn't get the orb out, so be careful. The Ember's just going to finish him off. Okay.
That's a lot of damage with the Javelin proc as well.
Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, that explains that
he didn't stun
crazy
him.
amount.
Fuck?
Maybe.
It was a big misplay there. Ember would have died, I'm pretty sure.
With the arrow follow-up, yeah. Mid lane, they're going to defend that instead. They don't want to overcommit. Instead, Death, he thought it was maybe safe here, and he is. Okay, he's fine. He'll back off.
Gabby's actually going for the same old item build. He's still going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Despite...
I think I've seen at least 1 or 2 juices go for it.
Okay.
In this
I mean, you get the
qualifier
cooldown on the Snake a little bit sooner now. But the big talent was always the mana gain from the Snake, which is of course 20 now. See how much it will do. For now he finishes his Manta style, which is of course against the Bloodseeker Silence and the Searing Chains. But Lion of course is very good against these illusions.
Yeah. Lion has been the support of not just this series, but this entire qualifier. I feel like, I remember coming in when we got to day 1, first series, we're like, what heroes should we see? We're talking about like stuff like Hoodwink, you know? Hoodwink, the most picked hero, every other region's picking Hoodwink, and SEA teams like, dude, this Hoodwink hero doesn't do anything. We're all about the Lion here.
Yeah, it's Lion and Phoenix, I think, the most picked, right, in this qualifier? Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna say you're right, but I don't know.
I see Phoenix a lot.
Yeah. I believe in you, Black. I think the Dota buff stats are they showed the combo region, so I'm not sure.
What if the combo region? Okay. But yeah, of course, this Phoenix hero also is just such a dominant team fighter. Has been for such a long time as well. Even post nerfs. And Lion finishes his blink now. Do they want to go for quick smoke?
Yeah. Dire Scan did scout them out near the Roshan pit. Neither team, of course, going for Roshan yet. It's not like either team was geared towards it.
Terrible Roshan.
Medusa. They're looking at like, you know, a 2-3 item timing before they even consider, and even then they're not considering Roach. They want to take it 5 first.
Yeah, and the way Gabby's itemizing here tells me they want to hit before Terrorblade hits critical mass. Like, he is not gearing towards the late game just yet, but more for these mid game team fights.
Alright, well, TNC, if they get a top T2 tower, that could open things up to get this outpost, give them a little bit of an XP boost, but Fnatic don't want to maybe give this one up. They TP and DJ.
They're too late though if they want to TP, I think.
Run in, yeah. Other heroes not TPing. They are looking to rotate, and this tower looks like will go down. TNC have the disengage if they need it with the Stone Gaze.
Yep.
This is on Blink in with the Hex.
It's a DD Ember.
Saga, they may just let Tims die here. Yeah, Schwan shows up with a DD, and I think they're going to leave Tims to the Wolves. Fnatic chomp down and will take the freebie kill.
Yeah. Puck. We have seen so many Armel Pucks just be dominant. This game is a little bit more difficult, of course, because there's a Lion. It's not a free Puck game. But even against Puck, I feel like I've seen Armel do godly things.
Some of these, SCA Puck players just seem to be able to maneuver around even the lineups that have a ton of disables.
Yeah, even from T1, Carl, one of the best Pucks in the world. So many good Puck players in SCA. Kind of insane. Maybe the hero of the region, even. Meta pop.
It's like they run at the challenge of playing into disables. Great Earth Spike from Jabs. Catches out 2. The Finger of Death fall. There we go. We're just hyping him up. The Caster Curse. It strikes once more. Puck goes down. He got found by the Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we just see time and time again why Lion is so good. And I feel like Fnatic wins this game. Maybe TNC. No. I mean, I guess it depends on who has first pick. Because in the first game, I think TNC first picked Lion. But yeah, this might be
was
ban-worthy.
2 games in a row where Fnatic had first pick, because it feels like the team should be prioritizing first pick because Lion is such an important hero. Plus, you can do this Lion TP opener where your draft just feels so good once you get Lion TP, like you don't really have any gaps.
In your drafting, like the way it works, well, not really new anymore, but where you get 3 bans after the first 2 picks, is really strong for first pick, because they just first to the Terrorblade, as you said, and then they ban a lot of the hard matchups. And the semi-hard matchups are still in the pool, sure, but Lion sort of covers those a little bit.
Here we go, TNC ready to take this first fight. They go in, blinking with a Dragon Tail. Arrow, follow up, and it's not the hero they're hoping for. They do get the slow out on DJ. He's still got a shield if needed, so...
No, he's gonna get away. He is.
Nope. Had the Holy Locket. Coil elsewhere. They found Death. He's going to break the coil, perhaps hoping for a shield here, but DJ a little bit far away. He's in trouble now. They pulled DJ back in. Because Death got caught, the Abaddon tried to save him and dies in the process, but looks like he will, in fact, save Death, so worth his own demise.
Yeah. And we actually saw Armel taking the Home of Experience. I feel like they should be prioritizing Phoenix a little bit more, maybe, so he gets his 12 faster. Maybe he'll be getting it from the creep waves down there instead. This Phoenix Egg is going to be massive for these team fights.
Alright, that's going to be a level 2 egg soon. He's found some alone time down bottom.
Egg Medusa ult, we have seen so many times. It's one of the more classic combos. Hey guys, let's all hit the egg. Medusa starts screaming and you're like, oh no, we're all slowed and we can't hit the egg. I haven't really seen a heavy team fight yet from TNC, which is a little bit weird because they have Coil, Medusa ult, and, as we said, the Phoenix egg. Should be pretty easy team fights for them.
That was the Singapore Major combo. Everyone was picking Puck every game, and it was the Puck Phoenix where you coil them and you drop an egg on top of them and they can't run from it.
Yeah, and you can't really fight into it either. Just a very potent combination. Gabby now also finished up his Aghanim Scepter, and I think they should be going aggressive here soon. They're giving this Terrorblade a lot of space. He finished the Skadi already.
You mentioned level 20 talent. Medusa only 2 levels away from it, so at least that's kind of on the horizon for TNC.
Just feel like they could have turned up the speed of the game a little bit. Like the pace is a little slow, which favors Fnatic. And TNC definitely have the right heroes to up the pace, because they didn't feel comfortable doing so yet.
Definitely, I would say, partially hats off to DJ. His positioning on the Abaddon, he's just tanking these smoke ganks.
Yeah.
Every time it feels like TNC try and make a move, DJ's just there to be like, maybe I die, maybe I don't. Either way, you're not going to get anything out of this.
Yeah, potentially if Fnatic win this also, it's going to be in TNC's head. You know, they picked this Dragon Knight, Mirana combination, didn't ban the Abaddon, they just pick it. It's negating so many kills so far.
Well, things will head towards, it looks like not just You know, this 2-item Medusa, Gabby wanting to hit that level 20 talent, wanting that next item as Skadi of his own. And, you know, when you get to these games where teams are playing things a bit more cautiously, waiting for that great team fight, getting a lot more farm. One small thing I feel like I always see, one team's got a Philosopher's Stone, the other doesn't. Jabs is a very happy camper. His Lion's getting that extra gold, and TNC's like, damn it. Phoenix is like, where's mine?
Yeah, just like game 2. It feels like. It's also where he didn't get it. Was it game 3? I don't know, but in one of those games it was the same scenario. So once again, let's revisit my token idea.
Tokens. Yep.
Tokens.
Sounds like you're trying to sell me like the latest crypto. It's like, hear me out.
Dota tokens.
Black coins.
And now they're smoked up looking for a team fight. And they have to, because otherwise Medusa could have just itemized into a more greedy way, where he just farms away. Double damage Terrorblade. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, and that's why Fnatic themselves are smoked up. They want to fight. They're happy to go on Gabby. His Medusa gets hit by an Earth Spike. The follow-up isn't going to be there immediately.
In, but he's dead.
He just leaps Bok. He just gets annihilated. Can they find more? They need the disables. But that's exactly what Jabs brings to the table. He's hiding in a Shadow Amulet. He loves this item pickup. He's found the Blink and Pale. He found Armel's Puck, the Shadow Amulet, giving him the initiation. He was just sitting there in Biz, and then Puck showed on the ward, and Jabs caught him. Oh, that's huge.
And
Jabs with some MVP plays.
Yeah. Jabs on his Lion is absolutely incredible.
He just makes Shadow Amulet look like a broken item. He did it earlier with the Shadow Demon as well, even though I think they ended up losing that game.
Yeah, they did, but as you said, what he did there in the base was... Yeah, it's kind of crazy how strong he makes that look.
Gets picked off, will buy back. DJ in the front lines has the borrowed time. Just tanking up, forcing out the Medusa Stone Gaze. And Gabby's just going to retreat with this one. Has been ruptured, so he doesn't want to run too far. Can they get back into this Roshan pit? Puck respawning in 8 seconds. I think they're trying to force this one, knowing there's no Metamorphosis. Fnatic.
What arrow!
Black. Ooh, okay. They've got the Abaddon to sit behind there. Okay.
No Medusa 20 talent yet. You can really see him struggle with his mana pool.
Same time, he may have enough time to wait it out because Terrorblade doesn't have Metamorphosis, so not sure if Fnatic want to force this one.
Our next team fight, if they want to wait, it's gonna be a BKB Terrorblade.
Or it's just going fishing, scouting for whatever they can.
Yeah. Where do you think the damage is gonna come from? I feel like it's mostly gonna be Phoenix, because Medusa is itemizing purely into tank / utility. Oh, Boomy, you can't die here.
Phoenix, out of position, jumps forward, gets the egg off near the cliff. Good position to be. Box on the high ground though, he's stuck. He blinked up there. They killed the Lion though, so I think they're okay. Unless Fnatic realize this.
There,
and they see him with the Sleight of Fist. They know he's up here. He's got to blink in a couple of seconds, so he's
blinking aggressively.
Disengaged, goes in aggressively. Has the shield to maybe help him out, but now the Rupture's going to come into play. The first one comes out on block, the DK. Kind of disengaged, but he can't really run too far, even with the BKB, the Rupture causing him problems, and into the Roshan pit we go. Hawk thinking twice, out of the Roshan pit we go.
Yeah.
Metamorphosis coming up.
It's a perfect ancient spawn though for Medusa if he wants to snake it. Get back his mana. TB has meta again already? He does.
It's been a long standoff around this pit.
Medusa only sitting on 500 mana. They can't fight this.
Oh, but they kind of jump. TNC, catch the Lion on the high ground. That's the key hero to perhaps pick off. Schwein in trouble as well. He's been silenced, now he's lead. Schwein, he gets the side of Fist, he gets the Remnant away. Still alive, one more right click for TB, not gonna be enough. He TPs himself home. Another Rupture under this DK. Raven being zoned back by the Aghanim Scepter, and Armel, he found DJ. No more saves, they lose the DK in the process. It's Schwein on the Ember Spirit. The Stone Gaze being used, but it's just to kind of cover the retreat of Tims, who is being scouted by the Thirst.
Yeah, Armel also being scouted by the Thirst.
No shields though. If they hit an arrow, this could be problematic. There's Gabby.
Only 3 heroes.
By the steering chain, he manages it off. Death. He's got the one Rupture that he used up, so Medusa gonna just TP on home. They may just give up this Roshan. They're delaying it so well. Medusa's going to walk all the way back, though, so Medusa's not here for quite some time after that TP out.
Egg up in 5.
That should be enough. Raven doesn't have Metamorphosis. This fight is just the never-ending road standoff. They egg, they Sunray. Who's going to kill it? Twan and Death, they're going to bring this down. Fnatic, we're ready for it. They punish this. Raven's looking for a Sunder now. They're going to lose more. Tim's picked off. Armel dead as well. He was in the pit looking for the steal, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think they should have just given it up. They also lost the gem on the puck because of this that he previously stole from the Abaddon. Like, if you want to fight them, Medusa cannot TP out. Like, you gotta make a call collectively as a team, because now you bled away 3 heroes and gave them ages anyways.
And she was a bit mostly low on mana, but could have like fallen back or looked for a Mystic Snake target. But
yeah, it's tough.
You know, you mentioned it's not the Gabby hero, and that's something you mentioned. He's more about those jump in and kind of carries. So
yeah,
Fnatic taking advantage.
We see the same Terrorblade story again. He's going to the Daedalus next. And then even Medusa should not be tanky enough to just stand there and fight through it. She has no damage items whatsoever. She's tickling this Terrorblade.
It feels like they're going to rely on some kind of Dragon Tail Arrow combo to catch him by surprise. And to do that, they have to take Abaddon out of the picture, which maybe, like as we saw last game, that's going to be Armel's job. If Armel can even just silence the Abaddon, make sure that those heals don't and shields don't come into play.
Yeah, there will have to be. The only play they really have. But he will have BKB. He already has BKB, in fact. So it's going to be absolutely perfect on the chain stun. It's a tough game from here on out.
Yeah. Aegis have got Orb of Destruction on TB. Just looking to slowly siege things, but TNC have a very good draft to delay things and defend. Yep. Very annoying pushing into this frontline Medusa.
And in the meantime, Puck is just farming side lanes.
Arrows. And jabs, but yeah, it looks... And I mean, this is TNC making the most out of the map. They're defending while also getting farm elsewhere. So Armel making sure his farm continues, finds a Lincoln Sphere. That's a big pickup for him against this Lion.
Yeah, Medusa still holding her ground at the tower. Oh, they fought the Mirana.
Finger, backline, slide a fist. Juan just deletes the Mirana with the finger of death. Gabby going to be forced to pop the Stone Gaze in the trees. They look to turn this one around. They get the Dragon Tail. Can they kill off Raven? He gets the BKB off just in time. Finds a Sunder target. It's DJ who can pop the borrowed time to help himself heal back up. And Raven, he wants Bok. He wants the DK. Bok stuck in it. Going to be stuck in the blood right as Chuan gets the backline as well. It's going to be a dieback if they're not careful. Mirana leaping away back to the high ground. Gabby in the front has a buyback of his own, but he's completely out of mana. He gets the snake. He heals back his mana for now. TB still just wailing away, doing too much damage. Gabby mantas it off. Still scurrying back. Tim's in the trees. Has to be so careful. If they find him here, it's going to be a dieback. It's a monster kill. It's a double kill. Chuan, only Armel left standing, has got the Lincolns. Into the trees he goes with no Lion to worry about. Armel feeling confident, but there could be a Searing Chains. And Fnatic have found 4 kills plus multiple, at least one dieback there on the Mirana.
Yeah.
Fire flipping creeps. They want to go high ground.
Medusa had enough money for the Scar, he just never managed to buy it. And she just feels like a tickle monster. She's right-clicking a lot, but for not a lot of damage. Which is also why this item fell out of favor. Like, you have this Aghanims, you can freeze people or stone people. Imagine if you had a Butterfly Skadi instead of this. It would be way stronger and you would actually feel its impact in these fights a lot more. You definitely missed the Aghanim's timing. And now it's all Terrorblade, who itemized purely...
Yeah, his Daedalus timing feels very scary. He just won't be up for much longer though, but feels like Fnatic have got themselves a pretty substantial lead here, Black.
100%. Like, the Medusa needs minimum 1 more damage item. Like, Skadi is good. Doesn't solve any damage problems though, which we kind of criticized at the beginning, that the draft is lacking damage. Once they get this Daedalus on Dusa, and maybe 1 more item after, I think they're going to be in a good position. But it's a long way till then.
Fnatic, perhaps not going to be the ones to let up. They're grouped up as if they may be looking for another smoke play fairly soon. Here we go. Making their move. Raven going to be looking to push out this bottom lane. Not to worry about showing himself while the rest of his team look to make a play.
Daedalus on Terrorblade. It's going to be critting for a good 1000 every hit.
Whew. Just expires though. Get the root in the mid lane, Box. Not going to be gone, or they don't have the Bloodseeker nearby for the Ruptures. Feels like, I feel like a few of these fights, Death has just used both of his Ruptures on this DK because Medusa just stands still and Puck is so elusive. So this poor DK is just constantly suffering the Rupture.
Yeah, you blink in, you get ruptured, you get hit by Terrorblade. That's been his fate the entire game, pretty much, even since the early game. But what other play does he have? Like, you're just a DK, right? That's what you're supposed to do.
A hero known for its, you know, flashiness by any means.
Especially from the offlane position.
Top. And they've got the Fire Remnants if they need him back on this Radiant side of the map. Doesn't look like Fnatic are interested in forcing any kind of a high ground play. Is it just waiting for next Roshan? Again, we keep, you know, highlighting how important Roshan is for both these two teams.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like TNC will really be able to do a whole lot about it, because as soon as this Roshan respawns, the heroes at this point take it down very easily. And they just keep cutting all the side waves, but they just don't have no way of pushing his lanes in. Yeah, Armel TPing out just in time.
I was just hunting up there with an Invis rune. He almost found a couple of heroes, but TNC have regrouped and smoking on out. They're going to push the lanes with the Manta Illusions, but Fnatic with good vision will not see the smoke, of course, but the fact when you have good vision, you don't see your enemies, it's a lot easier to kind of put 2 and 2 together and realize that they're probably smoked up.
Yeah. They are dewarding the newly put wards, so if they didn't know before, now they know 100%.
Yeah. They see Medusa and they got to imagine Medusa's pushed to the river. There's, you know, no way Medusa should be alone, right? Fnatic playing things by the book, playing it safe. Heroes go missing, let's group up. We're not going to split and farm multiple lanes. You know, one of the recent golden rules of Dota is you don't farm 3 lanes. That's just too greedy.
Yeah, unless it's Illusions doing it. And this Philosopher's Stone has been such a godsend for that. He's so rich. Already has his Ether Lens. And yeah, in these games you can really tell how much this Philosopher's Stone actually impacts the game.
It's been, what, almost 20 minutes? 80 GPM?
Yeah.
You can do the math, right, Black?
1600.
Right.
Huh?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I totally could have done that too.
That's basically one item.
Gold. Yeah.
So, once again,
Hey.
tokens are a good thing. You can purchase them at discount.
Time Black Coin at a crypto store near you.
You won't regret it.
Guys, don't buy it. It's a scam.
Oh, Mirana just gets blown up. No chance whatsoever. And this is when we see a Mirana pick just be useless. Like, the Abaddon pick made her useless early game, and now she's just so poor that she has no impact anymore.
This was a great Ember pickup for Fnatic. 10-0-7. Chuan is just having a hell of a game.
Yep.
Really
Cutting
stepping it up here.
Already has Aggron Scepter as well. Almost 25 for the Remnant recharge time. There's a lot of good timings coming here for Fnatic. Oh, he even got the book queued up already. Yep, he's purchasing. Oh, they didn't purchase a minute 30 book, so now he is 25. And to Remnant City we go.
Oh yeah. What can TNC do here? Are they just at the mercy of Fnatic and forced to sit back, wait for mistakes, or can they make any kind of play?
I think they need to contest the next Roshan. Like, the item in there is going to be too big, whether it's a Refresher or Aghanims. It's a second Rosh or third?
It's third.
Third Rosh, right?
No way. No,
that's the second one.
I think second. Yeah, no.
It's going to be a shot. There's going to be Aegis Cheese. I just don't know how to kill this Terrorblade twice.
No.
With the Abaddon behind
like
him.
TP with Refresher Shard would be very, or even Ember with a Refresher Shard would be very problematic.
I mean, this is the new meta, right? You just build this Refresher up on Ember, you have 10 Remnants. Double BKB. So much damage coming out from you. Oh, double damage. Of course. Roshan will respawn in 1 second. Oh, yeah. Will they scout it, though? Stone Boy's back.
Comes TNC though, they're smoked up. They know they need to contest this Roche, but Fnatic themselves smoked up. They're claiming this high ground. And that Shadow is there. Ember gonna pop the smoke as he goes jumping in. The follow-up Impale is there. Bok gets out the first Dragon Tail. He's being ruptured up though. Gonna be caught in the Blood Ray if he's not careful. This TB just doing too much. The double damage, you can't even see it. But luckily Medusa with the Stone Gaze trying to get Raven. They do pop out the Supernova, but the Stone Gaze is already worn off, so he can't keep it alive. The Sunder! It goes on the Medusa, burning away her health here. She's in trouble. Gets brought down, and Death's Bloodseeker able to tank his way through all the damage.
There's a timeless relic that somebody forgot. The Ancient.
Oh.
There's a big pickup.
Whose
is that?
It's being pinged now. It's picked up by the Dire.
Okay, it was Dire's anyway.
Okay. Medusa, no buyback, went auto lap, bought the Daedalus for that fight, and just didn't have the damage, and now to the high ground we go, Fnatic.
Yep, that is the problem. If you can't execute your combo, this Terrorblade just hits too hard, and it looks like as though they're gonna lose. Park. Ember's on a chase, but
there's
not chasing any longer.
Sorry, I think he's just, you know, he's not wasting his time with the puck.
If this goes to game 5, you gotta address the first phase of the draft. 100%.
The Lion, yeah.
I don't know if you just take first pick or what. I don't know what the rules are. But if you don't get first pick, you need to either ban the Lion or Terrorblade. Like, you didn't find an answer to either of those.
And it does leave something else in the pool, but you've just got to be willing to accept that. Even, it feels like this Lion is doing way more than the Nyx that keeps getting banned, or still ban the Lion.
They keep banning.
True. Yeah, there's options to play into these heroes. As the second game in a row, Fnatic making full use of this Lion TB. They weren't going to go down without a fight, and they fall back on a Raven classic, one of his best, most signature heroes. Get them all the way to a game 5. They're not there yet, though, Black. There's still, you know, perhaps some hurdles to jump over.
Yeah. Just TNC, you know, they like to make it hard for themselves, make it interesting for the viewers. So, see how long they can defend this base. They will definitely need some big damage infusion here on the Medusa. Rapier is probably on the menu at this point.
Good. You say damage, and that's what came into my head, so I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm hoping Gabby is. Late game Dota, here we go. 40 minutes as Fnatic.
He can be queued up right now.
Okay.
I feel like that doesn't answer your problem at all. Like, you need damage. You die last in every team fight, so survivability doesn't matter at this point, in my opinion. Damage, damage, damage. Damage. Maybe even a Satanic, so you can just survive a bit longer with that level 25 talent. Split Shot uses modifiers. It's really good as well. You have like 600% lifesteal or something like that. Crazy. Pretty good.
Does that talent change this game for Gabby that much? Like, I mean, as far as, does it boost up TNC's chances here?
It does, but only if he itemizes into items that actually make good use of it, like a Satanic or just more damage.
Oh. DK.
Oh, they caught the DK.
From Tron. He gets the PKB off. Doesn't have the TP up though.
No, they cancel the TP.
Oh.
No reveal.
I think Ember has a gem. Oh no, actually, a gem over somewhere. Not sure what happened to it.
Actually, Thirst.
Where did the gem
Great
end
ability.
up? On the Bloodseeker.
Yep, and now it's time to knock on the high ground. They're not gonna let this Medusa farm any more items.
TB with a level 25 Metamorph range, can just hit this from the low ground, doesn't have to overcommit. Medusa forced to Manta, finds a Flicker, that's a great item to have. But it's still problematic, can't really move with the Rupture. Puck going on the backlines, wants this Lion, but the Lion kept alive by the Abaddon. Good defensive play from DJ. Knowing that Jabs is the #1 target for this Puck, meanwhile Raven just eyes on the prize, the buildings being picked off one by one. Goes in, sees the Phoenix, jumps the Phoenix, will force a necessary supernova. He's dead if he doesn't use it, and Tron's just happy to just get the hell out of there with this BKB. Still has a cheese, which is going to pop as well. The Puck goes jumping in. Once Jabs gets the take on that, but the damage just isn't there. As Raven won't find his Metamorph wearing off, so... Another... Oh! That's painful.
Wait, did that to the Rupture?
Yeah, Rupture dive. It was like casting the dive as the Rupture was cast. Didn't want to cast. I mean, I think it was dead either way. TB
Medusa's
is on the high
dying.
ground with an Aghanim step there. Medusa gets the flicker, but it's not going to be enough. Pull back in, doesn't buyback in the trees. Tims, as well as the poor puck, get found out. They're leaping away. It's looking like we're going to a game 5. Jabs is getting low on the line, but that's just a line kill with the Stone Gaze committed. Gabby flickers out of there for now, but Rax being focused and TNC back against the wall. Doesn't look like they've got anything to unpin themselves as Gabby ruptured up, trying to turn onto Raven. Not enough, it looks like. The arrow will land, though, even after the mad sub, but it gets shielded off immediately. DJ always ready to make these plays. And Fnatic say it's time to get this W. Let's go for the tier 4 towers, let's go for the throw. Another arrow going to land, but once again, you got to expect that shield to come into play. Abby,
And the heal also.
the tickle monster, as you called him.
Yeah.
Some people afraid of the tickle monster, and Fnatic say that's not us.
Yeah.
He's resilient.
And that's it. GG.
GG, game 5.
Yeah, I expected TNC to be much more aggressive this time around. Like Fnatic, we already said they know exactly what they want to do, which is hit this critical mass Terrorblade timing. And I thought with the itemization of the Medusa,